All right, so if National Public Radio has not tarnished its image and reputation enough in recent months, the network has hit a new low in a shocking videotape that surfaced today. Now fired NPR contributor Juan Williams will be here with reaction in just a moment. But first, the new video shows outgoing NPR executive Ron Schiller saying things about the GOP and the Tea Party movement that you won't believe. Just listen to this.
The Republican Party is not really the Republican Party. It's been hijacked by this group that is
radical, racist, Islamophobic, Tea Party people.
And not just Islamophobic, but really xenophobic. I mean, basically, they believe that sort of white, middle America, gun-toting. I mean, it's pretty scary. They're seriously racist.
All right, so how was Schiller caught on tape making such bigoted statements? Now, filmmaker James O'Keefe of Acorn Pimp video fame hired two men to pose as members of an organization linked closely to the Muslim Brotherhood. Now, the men told NPR that they wanted to make a $5 million donation to the company, and that got them a dinner with Schiller. It was at that dinner that Schiller made these ridiculous claims and many more.
In my personal opinion, liberals today might be more educated, fair, and balanced than...
I like it when you take your NPR hat off.
Frankly,
you have to walk a bit of a fine line.
It is very clear that we would be better off in the long run without federal funding.
All right, if that's the case, then why don't they pull the plug already? Now, of course, NPR is furiously backtracking from the situation, and they issued a statement earlier today which said, in part, quote, "We are appalled by the comments made by Ron Schiller in the video, which are contrary to what NPR stands for." And joining me now with reaction, Fox News political analyst, by the way, former NPR contributor, and they talked about him in this. Well, I'm going to get to what they said about you, which is equally outrageous. As a friend, I want to, but I want to start with what we played first here. You know, that, well, they basically are, they believe they're white, middle America, gun-toting. I mean, it's scary. They are seriously racist people.
They are.
Well, but that's what he's saying about middle America. It reminded, look, I don't want to bring Obama into this, but it reminded me of, people clinging to their guns and religion with an antipathy towards other people. Right. It sounded a lot like that to me.
Well, these people are so rude and condescending, and they say that people like me are bigots because I'll tell you what I feel. These folks are not only attacking the Tea Party as anti-intellectual and racist and biased, they attack anybody that disagrees with their point of view, this elitist, this NPR point of view, that the rest of us are a bunch of dummies and a bunch of rubes and we're from the country. We don't understand what's going on. And he thinks that we lack education, and only his group up there on the executive floor of NPR really understands. These folks are doing damage, Sean, to real good journalists at NPR, the people who go out there and gather the news, because they're destroying the brand. Well, these people are just destroying NPR.
Well, but Juan, you were one of them. I mean, look, tonight's one of those nights we're going to agree on most things. But I got to tell you, most times when you're on the program, we disagree. And you offer your opinion, you're well-researched, you're well-informed. But for them to go out there, I mean, what is this contempt? In my personal opinion, liberals today may be more educated and fair and balanced than conservatives.
Can you believe that? Can you believe this?
Yeah, I can.
This means that
I can.
This to me is finally a window into how they really think. It's like you were tuning your radio and just by accident you got the right wavelength and now you're hearing the truth. Because just yesterday Schiller is saying, oh, you know what? We made a mistake in the way that we handled Juan Williams firing. And you know what? We do need federal funding. And now here's this guy saying, oh, no, we're glad we got that bum out of here. He's a bigot and he has no credibility. And guess what? We don't need federal funding from NPR.
One question that you probably didn't it sound a lot like Barack Obama? Bitter people clinging to their wait a minute. It did sound a lot like it.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not going to argue that. That's the same elitist sentiment that Obama expressed in Pennsylvania about people in Pennsylvania. I think he was out on the West Coast when he did it. So that's your point. Point taken.
Frankly, why you don't sue NPR is beyond me, and maybe over time.
Sean, you have suggested this to me repeatedly, and I keep telling you, I just feel like, I would become emotionally involved. And you told me, in all honesty, as my friend, you said said to me right from the start, and I must say to everybody, when this started, Sean Hannity is the one that calmed me down and came and said to me, I think you're down. Something's wrong with you tonight. What's going on? And he was the first person I told I'd been fired. But anyway, I don't want my spirit, my emotions to get locked up into some fray with those people.
I understand.
You know what? You can see who they are tonight, Sean, in a way that you may not have seen before.
I got to play a couple more. We got to get